and watch the chef cook.
You own 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. Hit my line if you own 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. I know a guy if you own 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. I know a guy if you own 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. Yeah, I'm from the 17.
Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Yeah. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I'm the best reporting on the Eagles. Listen, before we get into the meat and potatoes, I got to let you know about this real quick. Shout out to my folks at To The House Collectibles, man. Shout out to my folks at To The House Collectibles. You know what I mean? Very, very limited edition collectible, NFL figurines. I think he doing all teams. This is a Jalen Hurts one right here. This one right here is a Travis Kelce one. You know what I'm saying? Only 150 of these are being made. You get a certificate of authenticity with them. You know what I mean? I think this is 6 out of 150, and the Hurts one is 7 out of 150. I'm about to put it in another order. I want to be dark. I need the legends. They not making a lot of these, man. I'm going to put his website ain't even up yet. Y'all early on this. I put the bullies on early. I'm going to give you his gram. He taking limited orders through IG. You know what I mean? He'll take care of you. You know what I'm saying? But once the website go up, they going to be gone. You know how that goes. So y'all got the first line. But let's get into it real quick, man. Eagles open practice 2022. The only live practice of the training camp segment. And let's talk before we talk about practice and what we can expect from practice. Let's talk about, you know what I mean, just some stipulations and some information to help you navigate your way to practice if you go into practice. This information was put out by our good friends at the Philadelphia Inquirer. Yes, sir, that Philadelphia Inquirer that talked about our support for our QB1 with the Hurt Season hats. So listen, man, when is this happening? Sunday, today, August 7th. Happy birthday, Jalen Hurts. It's actually happening on his birthday. That's pretty dope. Jalen Hurts is now 24. It's happening at Lincoln Financial Field. The gates open at 5 p.m. Practice is scheduled to begin at 7 p.m. $10 a ticket at Ticketmaster. Parking free. It's going to be on WIP 94.1. So listen, face painting, the drill team going to come out. A lot of stuff happening out there, John. It's going to be lit. It's going to be, you know what I mean? Just go out there and enjoy yourself if you in the area, man. With this happening on Jalen Hurts' birthday, I didn't even really put together how important of a practice that this really is for real. Because a lot of the non-believers are going to be in attendance today. You know what I mean? And listen, it's a difference between a hater and a non-believer. So let's not, you know what I mean? Let's not draw the two together. If you're not sure on something, nobody can fault you for that. You know what I mean? I'm not really sure on what's going to happen for real. You know what I mean? But I just know that I'm going to support my quarterback. I mean, we deserve to at least support the quarterback. Listen, I'm not one of them guys that's about to mortgage a year of fandom hoping somebody else will fail. Let me repeat that in case that went over your head. It's a lot of people out here risking 1 year of fandom. You know what I mean? 1 year to enjoy your team play just to hope that the quarterback fail. But you're going to wear all the Eagles hats this season. You're going to talk about the wins. Oh, you're going to tune in. But secretly, you don't want the success of your team. Them the people that I just don't understand. You know what I mean? I just don't understand them people. But this is going to be important, man. A lot of the non-believers are going to be in attendance, and this is an opportunity for Jalen Hurts and his offense, you know what I mean, to shut up some of these non-believers. And it's also an opportunity for the defense. Don't get this messed up, man. It's not all about how the offense is looking, man. I'm taking into account everything. Nobody ain't going to do it. Nobody ain't going to keep it 100. They're going to just say he's struggling. I'm taking into account that he going against a savage defense. Have you heard the reports of Jordan Davis? Have you heard that he's been a wrecking ball already in practice camp going against one of the best offensive lines in the National Football League? Have you heard the story behind the cornerbacks of the Philadelphia Eagles in training camp? Have you? I mean, listen, the information is being put out there. All you got to do is read the information and draw your own conclusion. You know what I mean? You ain't got to wait for nobody to tell you how to feel about it. Have you read how good this defense has been? You know what I mean? So since the defense has been that good, do I got to explain to you how much improved the defense is? Nah. I ain't got to explain to you about that. This defense crazy. He going against this defense every day. They picking everybody off. You know what I mean? This should be a clear indicator of the improvement of the offense or the improvement of Jalen Hurts, in my opinion, is that the defense doing the same thing to almost everybody. They not saying Jalen Hurts struggling against the ones, but Garner is excelling. No, they getting at all of them. Jalen Hurts is having the most success, out of all of the quarterbacks in camp going against these number ones. Second year in the offense, a lot of stuff to be happy about for Jalen Hurts. You know what I mean? So a lot of non-believers are going to be in attendance, and this is an opportunity on his birthday. To go out there and put in a good showing. To go out there and put in a good show. And this is the closest thing you've gotten to live game action, a live practice that fans could attend for $10. It's going to be people in there. You know what I mean? So, everybody got, it's 7 o'clock, start fresh, get your mind right. It's just practice. You've been doing this your whole life. You know what I mean? Happy birthday or whatever the case may be. It is what it is. Clay Harbor, man. I don't know if Clay Harbor I don't know who Clay Harbor works for, but Clay Harbor, you know what I mean? He had the opportunity of going to the Bears training camp a couple days ago, and yesterday's training camp was his first day in Philly. He attended the Philly training camp, and he'll be at this training camp tonight at 7. He has some interesting tweets, on the comparison of Jalen Hurts, and Justin Fields. Now, listen, I think it's fair to compare the two. You know what I mean? People say, oh, it ain't fair to do. I think it's fair. They both were Heisman finalists that year. You know what I mean? With Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. You know what I mean? Jalen Hurts and Justin Fields, they rounded out the top 4. You know what I mean? A lot of people were saying last year in the draft, you know what I mean? We should be getting Justin Fields. Oh, go get Justin Fields. Get Justin Fields. Everybody was saying that Justin Fields was better than Jalen Hurts immediately. So I think it's fair to, listen, those are the guys that I compared Jalen Hurts to. You know what I mean? I compared Jalen Hurts as a rookie last year because Jalen Hurts was a first-year starter last year. He sat behind Carson Wentz until the end of the season. So I treated him as a rookie. You know what I mean? I thought that was fair. So I compared them with the Mac Joneses. I compared them with those guys. I didn't really compare him with Burrow because Burrow was, going into the second season. Jalen Hurts last year, Mac Jones was better. You know what I mean? Jalen Hurts last year and Mac Jones last year, I think they were, probably the most impressive rookie quarterbacks last year, in my opinion. You know what I mean? They did a good job of rallying their team to the playoffs. Well, Jalen Hurts rallied. Mac Jones pretty much had it in the bag, but long story short, I think it's fair to compare Justin Fields and Jalen Hurts. Now, this is what Clay Harbor said at camp. One of his tweets says, Brian Covey has been making plays, turning heads on the field all training camp long. If that's not enough of a reason to keep him, Stephen Covey is his actual grandfather. Yes, Seven Habits of High Effective People author Stephen Covey. I've never read that book, but if it's that good of a book, I might check it out. Then he says, let's settle this, Philly. Geno's or Pats? The answer would be neither for me, because I'm really from Philly. I go to the Poppy store. I get me a cheesesteak, mayonnaise, fried onion, salt, pepper, ketchup, gut the roll, free can soda. I get mine from the block, and they've always been better than Geno's and Pats. The only establishments I would go to, you know what I mean, would be D'Alessandro's or Max's. And Max's is smack in the hood. He said Cole Kmet and Dallas Goedert have a lot of similarities. Both big, athletic, all-around tight ends. Goedert is further along at this point, far better releasing and better route running. But the sky is the limit for Kmet. I expect big years for both of them. That's a fair assessment. I like that, man. I like that. You see, he's going out there and just reporting what he's seeing. You can tell he's not a guy that's being swayed. TJ Edwards is the best linebacker on the Eagles right now. He's making plays everywhere. He and Kaiser White will be the best inside linebacker duo in the NFC East. Didn't I just say this yesterday that I feel like we got the best linebacker room? I just said that. Kaiser White, people are not talking about TJ Edwards enough. We just saying, okay, yeah, he keeps getting better. No, you got to talk about that a little more. You know what I mean? TJ Edwards been balling for almost 2 years now. This is the big tweet, though, for me, man. Clay Harbor tweets, it's early in camp, but right now Jalen Hurts is ahead of Justin Fields, and it's not even close. Let's stop right there. With him saying it's not even close, that lets me know that he ain't just talking about arm. He's talking about understanding of the game. He's talking about, the look and the feel of a professional quarterback. He's talking about the command of the guys. Quarterbacks have 30,000 jobs, yo. It ain't just to throw a pretty ball. That's not the only job of a quarterback. A lot of guys can throw a good ball. Jay Cutler could throw a good ball. You know what I'm saying? But did he understand everything else? With him saying it's not even close, he might just be better than them all around right now. Obviously, Hurts has more weapons to work with, but there's a noticeable difference watching both of them. Eagles camp, Bears camp. I'm not, you know what I mean? you could talk to me about weapons all you want. I really don't feed into that. Last year we made the playoffs. We didn't have a lot of weapons. People want to say we had weapons last year. No, we didn't, man. We didn't have no weapons. The team was just the team. We had no pass rush. We just had we had a probably just the best O line in football. That's it. We just had the best offensive line in football. We didn't have a 1,000-yard receiver. We didn't have a 1,000-yard rusher. We didn't have a 4,000-yard passer. We didn't have none of those things. We just had the best offensive line in football and grit and determination. So if they're saying that Jalen Hurts just looks better than Justin Fields, that is what it is. Now it's still very much early for Jalen Hurts and Justin Fields. Let's be clear about that. But for Jalen Hurts supporters, that's a positive remark because a lot of people were saying that Justin Fields was just way better than Jalen Hurts, and that wasn't even close. You know what I'm saying? These guys are from the same class. Jalen Hurts, yeah, he's been in the same system 2 years now. I think Justin Fields is now going to a new system. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? Work got to be done for some of these young quarterbacks. And, you know, this ain't a sign to give up on Justin Fields. You know what I mean? I think it's just an even comparison. That's all I'm saying. It's an even comparison. So, you know, man, let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. If you're going out there to Eagles practice, be safe. Go straight there. Go straight home. All that type of stuff, man. Don't drink and drive, man. Listen, man, enjoy. We're going to chop it up later on today about the conclusion of what happened at 7 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll be able to go live. Maybe I could talk to Philly Mike or Philly 500, talk to those guys about what they thought. It just be fire, man. Have a good Sunday.